I love vegetables, so I'm always looking for fast, easy ways to cook them. The microwave is perfect, but without the right setup, they can turn out soggy and unappealing. So I'm making a steamer that I hope will cook my vegetables perfectly every day. So let's see how this goes. The steamer has 3 parts, so I prepare 2 kilos for the base, 900 grams for the lid, and 750 grams for the steamer insert. I'm using a fine white mid-fire clay. I start by centering clay for the base. And then I flatten the clay to a little over 22 centimeters wide. I push down into the clay. I open the clay out. I want a flat base. And I compress the base. I bring up the walls. This is a simple cylinder. As I bring up the walls, I'm keeping them tapered slightly inwards. And once my walls are the right height, I straighten the sides. I think around 8.5 centimeters is going to work well. I trim a little at the base and refine the rim with a chamois. I take a measurement with my calipers. And now I wire through. Next up is the lid. So I center the 900 grams of clay. And I flatten the clay out to just a little over 22 centimeters. I open out, but I stop about 20 mil before the edge. And then I press down on the outside to create the flange. I double check my measuring and I trim and wire through. Finally, for the insert. Okay, let's speed through this part. This is the same as the lid, except I'm making the flange a little higher and I'm making it 18 centimeters wide. I don't want it to be too snug when it's sitting in the steamer. So I set my pieces aside to dry to leather hard. So to trim the base, I'm going to use the lid as a chuck. Really just because it's handy, but by all means fasten with lugs or use a Giffen grip. Once I've trimmed, I smooth the surface with my flexible rib, and then I set aside to dry. To trim the lid, I've made a chuck. The chuck has a raised disc in the center that will help prevent the lid from distorting as I trim. And so I center and trim the lid. This is super simple. I trim around the edge and across the top. And then I compress, smooth and set aside to dry. Trimming the insert is very similar. I'm just going to trim around the edge and across the top, and then smooth and compress. So I'm ready to cut the holes. I start by cutting the handles. That's 2 cutouts. I'm using the cutter that's about 3 centimeters across. This is important as it allows you to put the insert into the base. I also add some holes in the flange for the water to freely drain. I add the steamer holes to the insert. I don't worry about the burrs that form around the holes as I cut. I'll remove them later with a damp sponge. So now my steamer's bisqued and I'm ready to glaze. I've mixed my glaze really well and now I start by glazing the lid. Luckily I can use the flange to hold the lid as I glaze. And I do the same for the insert. And now for the base. I can hold on to the rim while I dip the whole body in glaze. I clean up the base and a little around the rim, and then it's time to fire. So let's see if this works. I take out the insert and add half a cup of water. And then I load up my veggies. It's a good size. I think these will take about 4 or 5 minutes to steam. Be sure to check that your glaze and clay are okay for use in the microwave. That generally means higher fired and no metallic decoration. The problem with lower fired pieces is that a porous body can absorb water. I do a simple test without veggies first. So this fits in the category of super useful, and it's a very quick way to serve fresh vegetables. If you're looking for more amazingly useful kitchen items, check out my colander video. As always, happy potting!